What's your ID?
Did you just call me a loser?
You just approached the cruiser after I asked you not to. Do you have an ID on you, please, sir?
Thank you, sir. Why are you approaching me?
Lower your camera. Congratulations.
You didn't do shit. I'm still right here.
Well, other than showing up for felony records requests, how's your day been treating you?
Oh, not too bad.
You're getting way beyond your pay grade here.
Excuse me?
You need to just
Sir,
leave me alone.
I am here to help you.
And I don't consent to being recorded, so can you please stop?
They just give out the badges, so we have a code, and it's mine's 509-682.
I appreciate. Do you?
We told him that he can't do that. You have every right to revoke that.
All right, there we go. Well, I'm not.
Imagine being told you can't record in public, that someone's privacy overrides your constitutional rights. Sounds absurd, right? Yet, in this shocking encounter, officers attempt to enforce a non-existent law, claiming a civilian cannot be filmed in a public space. As the confrontation escalates, the auditor refuses to back down, challenging the officers on their ignorance of the law. Will they admit their mistake, or will they double down on their false claims? Stay tuned, because this is one battle over rights you don't want to miss.
Ask him. Okay. Have a nice day, sir. SWAT team undercover. Your SWAT team? SWAT team is pulling people over.
How you doing?
Good, yourself?
He's a civilian. He's choosing to not be videotaped. You have to stop videotaping him. He's a civilian. You can videotape me all you want, but he does not want to be videotaped. It's not an option for you.
You're wrong.
Pardon me?
You're wrong.
No. He's a civilian. He doesn't want any part of it. That's what he just expressed to me. I'm not wrong. I know the law. You're welcome to videotape me. You cannot videotape him or his license plate.
You're wrong. I can videotape him, I can videotape you.
No, he's a civilian.
What does that mean?
He's a private human being.
So what does that mean?
What do you mean, what does that mean? Have a good day. Carry on.
Why don't you have a good day? There is no... Who? Did you just call me a loser? Did you just call me a loser? What's your name and badge number? Did you just call me a loser?
License or registration, please. What's your ID?
Did you just call me a loser?
You just approached the cruiser after I asked you not to. Do you have an ID on you, please, sir?
Did you just call me a loser?
Do you have an ID on you, sir?
Sir, can you call your supervisor?
I already have.
Okay,
Listen, you're very close.
I'll wait for
You
him.
should not walk up to police vehicles.
Why are you walking up to me?
I'm asking you for your ID.
6 feet,
you
sir. You don't even have a mask on. You're putting my life in jeopardy, sir. Keep 6 feet away. Thank you, sir. Why are you approaching me?
Lower your camera. You're welcome to videotape me, but civilians don't have to be videotaped.
We'll see when your supervisor gets here. Why you keep approaching me?
He's heading out into traffic. I'm going to have to detain him if he heads out into traffic.
This is a public easement. This is a public easement right here. So I could be right here. Can't detain me. For what? For asking, you can just call me a loser. I have it on camera.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Well, I have it on camera.
That's good for you. That's
Can
a
you
productive
identify
use of your time.
yourself?
That civilian chooses to not be videotaped.
Can you identify yourself?
That's absolutely not. You have no lawful business here. You're not.
Can you identify yourself?
Absolutely not. Okay. Can you identify yourself?
Chapter 41, Section 98D states that upon lawful order, you must identify.
Upon lawful order, and
Yes.
you're giving me a lawful order.
Yes.
Yeah, no, nice try though.
Okay.
It's a nice try. Google works well for you. I'd try that.
Didn't work out for you.
Again,
what is your badge, sir?
What is your
How come
lawful
you're not
purpose?
dispatched?
You're interfering with a motor vehicle stop. He didn't want to be videotaped. That's his prerogative. He's a civilian. You can videotape me. You cannot videotape him.
Okay, we'll see about that. So now we have an unmarked vehicle.
You may not videotape civilians who don't want to be videotaped.
The guy is gone, so there's no...
Well, he expressed to me he does not want to be videotaped.
All right. Can you stop approaching me? Can you stop
Pardon me?
walking behind me?
Pardon me?
Don't be in my traffic, sir. Sir, back up.
You did say it's a right of way, right? A public way, and I can go anywhere I want?
You're blocking me. Sir, can you have him back up? I'm fearing for my life.
Again, you're interfering with a motor vehicle stop.
Is this what policemen do?
You have no business on that motor vehicle stop. No lawful business. You are interfering with a motor vehicle stop.
He's a police officer. You have to comply with the police officer.
Comply? He's blocking my walk, my freeway to walk.
He stopped you. He didn't stop me to inquire the situation that you're not complying with him.
What are you talking about? You weren't even here. I'll wait for the supervisor. Wow, nothing to do in Revere? I'll wait for the supervisor.
Does not want to be videotaped. You cannot videotape him. It's illegal.
You have nothing to do.
What law is that? Can you state the law? That I can't.
Pardon me? Can I state the law? No, I don't have to state the law. I can tell you that.
You don't know it. It doesn't exist.
What happened?
He does not want to be videotaped. He pulled up and asked me. He said, please have him remove me from that video. I do not want to be videotaped.
Okay.
That's his lawful business.
So what are you saying?
I'm trying to impart to you that you need to delete that application. He was not, it was a lawful motor vehicle stop and he chose to not be videotaped.
Is there a victim here? How's this work?
Again, I have no idea who he is. Just walked up and interfered with a motor vehicle stop.
I know exactly who he is. I know exactly who dealt with him in the
chose
past.
to interfere with a motor vehicle stop. The gentleman in the motor vehicle stop did not want to be videotaped. He expressed that. He was very articulate about it.
You lawfully could be arrested for interfering, right? You know that?
How did I interfere? How did I interfere? Explain that to me. How did I interfere? Explain to me, how did I interfere?
He asked not to be videotaped, very respectfully.
That is not allowed. There is no expectation of privacy in public, sir. You're totally wrong.
You're videotaping a civilian.
You are totally wrong. See, there's a camera right there.
Doesn't matter. What's the big deal? Are you enjoying this?
What are you talking about? Wow, there must be no crime in Revere to have 7. Why don't you go home? Why don't you go home? Trust me, I'm gonna be here before you until you leave. All y'all gonna leave before I do. Bunch of punks. You're a punk. You're a tyrant. You're a tyrant. You can't use it. Intimidation. You're not gonna intimidate me. You're a punk.
Excellent. Thank you and have a nice day.
No, I'm gonna need you to identify yourself.
I already told you. You go to the police station.
You are going to identify. You have no badge. You have no name tag.
No.
Shut the fuck up, you fucking piece of shit. You're a fucking asshole.
I am.
I know that. Now I'm gonna cross the line. Walk away, punk. You're a punk. You're a punk. You can't do shit. All of y'all. Now you're pissing me off. You ain't gonna do shit.
No.
That's what you're gonna do. You're gonna tuck your chest between your legs and you're gonna walk.
Yes, of course. That's because we have jobs to do. And you however, hang around on the sidewalk and do nothing.
People.
Your job is to hang around the sidewalk and harass innocent people. You're harassing civilians.
Go away. Yeah, go. Put your ego away and go. I'm gonna need your name. Where's that supervisor?
At the police station. You're welcome to go there and get it.
Is this what you do?
Go to the police station and request it. You have to have a job to pay somebody to do something.
I guarantee you I make more money than you, punk.
I'm sure you do.
That's why you're like 68 years old. You have no stripes.
I'm sure you do.
You're a loser.
I'm sure you do. Have a nice day.
No stripes. 2 of them. That punk just left. Another one's gonna leave. I want to make sure they all leave.
Have a nice day. Another fine use of your time.
Look how you park. Look how you tyrants. Look how you park. Yeah, you have other calls. That's what I thought. Leave. Can I get your name and badge number? Can I get your name? Can I get your name and badge number?
Yep, 366 right there.
What's your name? You don't have a badge number. Bro. Sir, your name and badge number? Alright, so he failed to identify Cruiser 7382. There's a new sheriff in town. Better get used to it. Just what I thought. Yeah. I'm gonna walk through here and you ain't gonna do shit.
Good luck.
You called for backup.
Good luck
the
with that.
The bitches came and they left.
Good luck
you got
with
no
that.
help.
Good luck with that.
Good luck with what? Good luck with what?
The poor old man you harassed.
Shut up, man.
Good luck.
Shut up.
You did a good job.
Shut up. You ain't do shit.
Congratulations.
You didn't do shit.
You intimidated
I'm
a poor
still
old
right
man.
here.
Good job.
I'm still right here. Again, nothing. You're gonna tuck your tail, and this is called the walk of shame.
It's the walk of shame.
Shame on you.
No.
Get on your car and get out of here. Little punk. Just what I thought.
It's unfortunate.
Exactly. It's unfortunate that we have pigs like you working for us. You pig. And I will be filing a complaint against you, dumbass.
Good luck.
You're a punk. Leave. Just like I thought. Leave. Look how you park, you tyrant. Nothing better to do. You got a SWAT team pulling over old man. A SWAT team. Is that what you pay? We pay a SWAT team undercover car to come pull over, harass the old man. Move. You're blocking traffic. Look at the tyranny. Look at the tyranny. People can't even drive through because this punk is driving, parked right in the middle of the street. It's supposed to be law enforcement. Law enforcement, my ass. Look at this punk. Doesn't even know the law. Talking about you can't film in public.
No, that's not.
You're an idiot. You're an idiot. What law is that? Pull it out. Your computer's right there. Wait, you don't even have a computer. Dumbass. What the hell's wrong with you people?
You upset a poor old man. Good job.
I didn't upset nobody. You upsetted me.
Shame on you.
You upsetted me. You upsetted your boss.
Shame
Punk. I know exactly how much you make. I already talked to Captain Mangino. I got every one of y'all salary. Every one of y'all. How many hours you worked and everything. And after looking at it, I noticed that I overpay you punk asses. All y'all. Everybody else is on the call except this loser. Old man, no stripes. No wonder why. Wait. This is what you get. Must be no crimes in Revere. You're gonna learn the law, boy. You're gonna learn the law, boy.
Records index.
Okay, so we've got a process for that, absolutely. But we're going to need you to do it in writing so we know what specifically that you're requesting so we can get it for you. We have 5 days to respond to that. And in that response, we may be trying to get some clarifications for what you're specifically looking for. And then we will process those records and ask if you want to come in to see them or if you want to, if you would like us to get them over to you via the mail.
What's making you think the records index is something to be requested?
It's a public record. Essentially, if you're looking or if you're asking to review records, that's a public records request.
Gotcha. So then, why does the statute say differently for the index?
What part of the statute says differently than that being a public records?
It doesn't say it's different than a public record. It says it's inspectable right on spot. It's created and maintained. And RCW 425670 is creating and maintaining a public records index.
Okay.
So that's not something you inspect, you just view it. Now I know this for a fact because I've gone to Healthcare Authority, for example, and inspected it. It's just in a big binder. They pull it out from under the it's a tool meant to aid you in making your records request. So for example, hypothetically,
sure,
you may have an administrative manual called Human Resources, Hours of Operations, and Great Fun Times at Work. I don't know that's what it's called.
Sure.
I just may think of a human resource manual as human resources manual. You guys could have 15 different kinds.
Sure.
I don't know what that is. So the index is just literally an index, like it would be in a book, that says, here's what we've got. And I go, oh, so Pierce College calls this X.
Sure.
I would have called it Y, but now I know they call it X, so I will request that. Then the records request happens. So if you look at subsection 3A through F of section 70 of the Records Act, chapter 56, you'll see that that's what it is.
Okay. So let me go verify, and I'll get back to you, okay?
Sure.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah.
How's it going? Good.
What are you trying to look for?
What's going on?
What's up?
How you doing?
Good.
Can I help you? No?
No? You just walk up to everyone and ask them if they need help?
Well, you're running around with a GoPro and you're recording, it looks like, and You got a mask on, so I work for the
Indeed.
school. I was just curious.
Oh, yep. No, I'm good to go unless you got like a energy drink or maybe a cheeseburger. Kind of hungry and thirsty.
Well, there's vending machines, so there's cafeteria.
Gotcha. Yeah, no, I mean, I think I'm good to go otherwise.
You can always get DoorDash, too.
Fair enough. You could get DoorDash.
Okay, well, I hope you have a wonderful day.
You too, man. Take care.
Hey, can I help you?
No.
You can't film in this building
What would make you say that?
because this is private property,
It's private
and you
property.
have to go through certain people in order to do that. Excuse me a moment.
Sure.
Hey, Jody. Yeah. Okay. Okay, I got you. Is there anything I can help you with?
I don't need any help. What would make you think this is private property?
I mean, come on. You're walking around filming. You haven't talked to any individual. You haven't talked to the dean or the person that's in charge of letting this happen.
How do you know that?
Did you?
No, you made a statement. Did I talk to somebody or not?
Have you?
You made a declaration that I did. Look, you're getting way beyond your pay grade here.
Excuse me?
You need to just
Sir,
leave me alone.
I am here to help you
You're not
to
here
try
to
to
help
figure
me.
it out.
No.
The next thing that I have to do in my power is I have to call the police. I don't want to do that.
Just do it then.
Bet.
Jeez, man. Come on, calm down. That's rude.
It's not calming down. Don't call me rude. I came here to help
You
you to
are
figure out
rude.
what's going on.
You're calling
You're
people-
filming people.
You're calling
and I'm
people
trying to
with-
figure out why you are so I can help you.
You're going to call people with guns and weapons. Come on. You need to stop. You need to stop.
Have a good day, sir. Have a good day.
Wow.
Have a good day. I'm not trying to hear that whole, I'm just a person that's trying to help you out shit. Listen to that.
Unbelievable.
You're illegally filming people without asking the
Sir.
right corrected people.
Sir,
Hello, 911.
lower your voice. You're being disorderly, sir. Stop it. Jeez. Wow.
About 6'1", 6'2".
Got the height, bro.
Medium. Grayish black. Not that I know he wearing a mask. So. Just a black balaclava, half mask. Yes, sir. You can't do this. This is private property.
First of all, it's not private property.
Don't, man. I'm trying to tell you, sir. You can't film. I don't care. I saw you in the quad already, and I gave you a pass. And I'm thinking because that outside, that's perfectly fine. And here, what's the point of all this? Are you filming a documentary? Have you talked to anybody that said it's okay to do this? No. So what you're doing is technically illegal on this property, private property.
You pretty confident of that? All right.
Go ahead, man. You go ahead and be a hero, right? For the little people, right?
Wow.
What you need to talk to someone about?
I was already working on my business.
What business is that?
I'm not going to explain it to 12 people, man.
Say again?
I'm not going to explain it to 12 people.
What is it that you're here about?
Records.
What records?
Records that I need to get.
Are you a student here? Are you here for your record?
Don't answer those questions. You guys have made a grave error. You've made a grave error.
Grave errors.
Yeah, calling the police. Not good.
You're not here for student business. There's no
I'm here for public business, and this is a public location. It's a public college.
You're here to be a disturbance.
I'm not
You're
going to
going to disturb
disturb
our people.
Requesting records? You're trying to say, I just want to make sure, who are you first
There's
of all?
I'm the dean of students here.
So, Dean, I just want to make sure I understand this. Dean Lett, are you telling me that coming into a public college to request public records is a disturbance?
That would be through our official channels. It wouldn't be in this office.
So, first of all, the cashier sent me over here to deal with what I needed to do. Now, it sounds like
You're a student, yes.
Sir, I'd like to finish what
You're
I'm
a
saying.
student.
Okay. Are you saying I cannot?
I'm just here to let you know that the police are coming so you can better kind of just break it down to them on why you want to do what you want to do.
Sure. Hey, you didn't have to escalate this the way you did, okay? It's really rude. So, Dean Lett, I just want to make sure I understand. Since you are Dean, I'm assuming you got, a pretty reasonable degree of knowledge about this stuff. Are you saying it is unlawful for me to make a records request in person, verbally?
It is not this is not the place to do it.
So I can't do it here, is what you're saying.
There's official channels to go through for that.
Are you saying
Make
that
a
this is
call.
not a lawful option for me to make a records
Not
request?
for you to come in here and disturb people in this way.
How am I disturbing someone making a records request?
You come in here. Is that not a camera?
It
Is
is.
that not a microphone?
It is.
Why are you here doing that to our employees? That is not the way you request records.
You can document your records request. Absolutely.
Okay.
RCW 97330, the Privacy Act, I'm assuming you already know that one,
Sure.
allows for people to record in public. This is public. It's a public college. If you look at Washington Administrative Code Title 132K, which is specifically titled Pierce College, I'm assuming you know that as a dean,
Sure.
you would know that this is a public college. If it's a public college, and if you look at 132K 276 130, it's called the Public Records Index. How do you request public records at a private location? Puzzle me that, Dean. Yeah, it's a little awkward, ain't it? You don't. You request public records at a public entity. You want to stew on that for a moment, feel free, but the fact that you guys just called people with weapons because I'm making a civil request for public records, wow. Possibly getting into the false reporting zone right there, which in Washington State is a crime. I've done nothing to be disorderly. I haven't even said anything rude to anyone. I haven't raised my voice. I've literally done nothing but be kind and professional. In fact, your vice president was over here helping me. And he's supposed to be coming back any minute to provide further aid. Vice President Andrew.
Yes.
Okay, so what's the problem here, Dean Lett? He literally just came over to me here in this office and was assisting me. So what's the issue? How is it then when I'm working with one of your vice presidents, now all of a sudden it's disrupting? He's literally helping me and told me to wait here. Anything? Nothing? Okay. You guys just need to relax. It's just a public records request, Dean Lett. It's pretty straightforward. People do it all the time at public institutions. Into yourself.
Have a good day, sir.
Outrageous. Call people with guns. Whoa, hey, stop yelling. Stop yelling. Hey, Dean. Dean Lett. I need to make a complaint on that security officer. You guys called people with weapons to try to escalate this to a violent encounter. How dare you? That's shameful. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? I'm here making a public records request, and you let that maniac down there call people with guns because I'm doing something that's founded in statute? What is wrong with you?
First of all, he's not a maniac, and he's doing his job.
When someone comes in to do a public records request, and what did he just say? First of all, the police ain't showing up. Everyone knows this, Dean Lett.
Sure.
This isn't the flamethrower guided missile strike GoPro. It's a camera with an audio boom. So that is maniacal behavior. Calling people with weapons, a belt full of weapons, to deal with a journalist coming to do a public records request. You know what I'm here to do? Is to inspect the Public Records Index. If you knew your job, acting like you are right now, you'd know that's something you need to maintain, which guess what, Dean? You don't have it. So first of all, you're out of compliance with Washington State statute in Section 70 of the Public Records Act. And guess what? Your own administrative code, 132K 276 130, says it's available for inspection here. Yet you don't have it, Dean. Can you puzzle me why you don't have that? So before you start calling people with guns and other weapons to deal with a journalist that's reporting on something that your students reached out to me about as sources, saying they went to go get records here and they had troubles, well, yeah, I'd say they probably did have troubles. The go-to of your security, and anytime someone requests records, is to call people with weapons. How's that for transparency, Dean Lett? Is this what you do to all your students? because this is exactly what I was told was going to happen. And boy, did it turn out correct. This is exactly why we have a First Amendment to press, so we can come report on abusive tyrants like yourself and the administration of this place. I can't believe you were trying to escalate this to violence. Who's your boss? Who's your supervisor? Is that the vice president? You can stare me down all you want, Dean Lett. It ain't going to change anything. You did wrong today. You know you did wrong. You should be ashamed of yourself. That security guard should be ashamed of himself. How dare you guys call people with weapons to deal with a member of the press? So you going to tell me who your boss is or not? All right. I'll head on over to the president's office then. Hello.
Hello.
I don't know who I should talk to about this, so if you could maybe help me with this a little bit. I was just speaking with Dean Lett, and I'm trying to figure out who his supervisor. I would guess the president of the campus, or
James Lett.
Lett?
Oh, Dean James Lett. He's a dean.
Oh yeah, Dean Lett. He was just out there. Who is his boss?
I want to say that it's. Let me just double check. I would say it was this vice president, but I want to be sure before I say that.
I just had a
Not good interaction.
Yeah, I was threatened with police because I was here doing a public records request.
Oh.
Yeah, that I literally can't believe it. And now Dean Lett is refusing to tell me who his supervisor is.
Oh, really?
Yeah, this is not good. I need to make a complaint about this and see what can be done to resolve this. That's just, it's frankly outrageous.
Here comes your Ritzy. She's our vice president for learning and student success.
Okay.
Ritzy, can I ask you a question?
Oh, she's the vice president.
Of learning and student success.
That'll work just fine.
He's here to make a public records request.
We have a formal process through the state in which you submit a formal public records request. You can't just show up on campus and request those documents in person.
Really? Well, since Vice President Lozano wants to be so officious, how about we all play a game called Let's Educate the Educators? As found in the Washington State Revised Codes in RCW 42.56.080, you can go to any agency as defined in RCW 42.56.010 titled Definitions, which includes any office, department, bureau, commission, etc., and make a public records request. And there is no official format for that request. Additionally, as found in Washington State Administrative Code Title 44, Chapter 14, Section 03006, a person can submit said public records request in person and orally, as I did that day. So, as a word of caution to the Pierce College, next time your educators attempt to emphatically decree something, learn what it is that you're talking about first.
So you have to go through the state. The state notifies the institution. The institution then will work to provide those records.
Before I address that, and I appreciate your input there, I had a...
and I don't consent to being recorded, so can you please stop?
No.
Then I can't answer any other questions. I don't consent to being recorded.
So this is a problem from leadership down. That's why what just happened with Dean Lett and the security officer happened. That's completely unlawful. First of all, you'd be abridging my speech as well as my right to press. I'm a journalist. I don't have to disclose it. You're a government employee. I have a Fourth Amendment. Don't have to disclose my name, my identification, or anything about me. So why don't we just take an opportunity to restart this fresh? It's completely lawful. Your security officer called the police. The police refused to show up because it is lawful for me to be here recording. RCW 97330, which is the Privacy Act for Washington State, says there's only two-party consent if there's an expectation of privacy. This is a public college. How do we know that? We look in Title 136K of the Washington administrative codes where you can get public records. It's a public institution, therefore there's no expectation of privacy, therefore I can record in public. I can record public servants in the course of their duty, okay? Fordyce versus the City of Seattle, among many other cases, have ruled on this. I'm trying to submit a complaint to you, Vice President. Are you going to take it?
If you would like to schedule an appointment where we could do that, I have other meetings that I have to attend to currently through my work.
Your dean and your security tried to escalate things to violence by calling people with weapons to come deal with me. Why is that?
Perhaps other individuals felt that you were a threat, maybe because you didn't disclose what your business was. And there is a process for public record requests, as I previously stated.
You're right. WAC 4414-03006 says you can make a request in person and orally. So I'm submitting a public records to...
We have a state process through the Washington
That is
State
the
Board
state
of Community and
process.
Technical Colleges of how those are processed.
The Attorney General has already given this college specifically given this college advice, legal advice from Bob Ferguson to this college. If you look in WAC 4414-03006, that is his advice to this college. I can submit it orally and in person. I'm submitting a public records request to you right now. You can take it or not. If you don't take it, you're in violation of the Public Records Act after 5 days.
All public records requests go through our Human Resources Department.
That's not how it works. Section 80 of the Public Records Act states there is no specific format for a request, and that's why WAC 4414-03006 says what it does. Okay? And also, as to the identification, subsection 2 of Section 80 says you may not distinguish between people, aka you may not identify people when they make a request. So I'm going to give you an option politely. You can take the records request now. I'm going to state to you what it is. If you deny it, that's fine. That's your choice.
I would prefer that the record request be made in email.
Yeah, you'd prefer it, but I'm not going to do it that way.
Okay.
So I'm going to submit
I'm going to
all
walk
emails
to my office because
regarding Dean Lett's work today. And I would like that submitted to anonymouscitizenwa@protonmail.com. Okay?
to what? I'm sorry.
anonymouscitizenwa@protonmail.com.
Applies to yeah.
Oh! Brutal, savage, wrecked.
And I'm sorry that you're humiliated.
You know, sir, instead of calling people with weapons, you could have been professional and not done it, okay?
Good one. Yeah, have a good day, sir.
Can I get your business card?
Yes, sir.
Thanks. And do you have a CAD number I could get for this?
Yeah, I can do that.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
And just to let you know, we're being audio visual.
Absolutely. Very thankful that you guys have those.
Yep. Okay, I'll appreciate it. Can I get the CAD number?
One of these days, like
Well, other than showing up for felony records requests, how's your day been treating you?
Oh, not too bad. Sorry, can I get the last part again?
I will admit to you right now, officer of the law, I am that felon records requester, always seeking to get those public records.
Hey, someone's got to do it.
Thanks, man.
All right.
You have a good day.
All right, no questions or nothing?
Baba?
Yeah, let me write it.
Oh, okay. It's just kind of faded a little bit there.
Yeah, it's, I requested a new one.
Is it Kolababa?
Yeah, Kulibaba.
Kulibaba.
Yeah.
Okay. I try not to butcher people. I make the effort.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks. Take care, officer.
Well, I'm gonna head in. I will. If you need anything, let me know. Sure.
Hey, Dean Lett.
Yes.
Did you just see how that went down?
Sure.
So instead of, being married to the idea of being a citizen of North Korea, maybe you should go back as an educated dean and reread the United States Constitution and understand in the very First Amendment, the number one, even before the whole self-defense one or not having soldiers quartered in your home or any of that, we get the talkie option. That would be the thing where we can speak and press and assemble religion, the 5 main things, redress grievances. So instead of calling people with guns and having your maniac security officer losing his mind over this, yeah, you heard me. You heard me.
We're better than that, aren't we? Using words and calling people slurs and stuff like that.
Yeah, I called you a maniac security officer. Calling people with guns is a maniacal thing to do. So I know you're not going to do it, but I'd like this addressed. I've made a complaint to the vice president over there. I've also issued a public records request to her. You guys should do a lot better, okay? This is not okay how you're behaving. I expect the next time, if there is a next time that I come in here to do public lawful business, you guys behave like adults and not like children.
But it's still
Okay?
what this is.
Are we on the same page? Are we?
Okay, yeah, you got it.
The staring thing
Yeah,
ain't
no
gonna work. The laser beams thing is like from a movie. Doesn't actually happen in life. It's not a real thing. Okay? So next time, let's just try to rein this in and do better, okay? There's an opportunity. There's a tomorrow. Let's do better and not treat people so poorly, okay? You have a better day.
Oh! Brutal, savage, wrecked.
Hello, sorry, I am sorry that it took as long as it did. So here's what I've got for you.
You got the index.
I do. Well, awesome. I've got what I've got for you, but I wanted to make sure that I could answer everything that you needed as much as possible. So I have a link to our Pierce College policies. So this has all of our board policies and our college policies. So that's a link to there. I didn't print them all out. It's a ton. But if you need me to, I can do that. Or I can print you out any that, like if you wanted to go through that list and see if there was one in specific.
Oh no, that's the retention schedule.
Yes, and then the retention schedule.
Yeah, give me a second if I could.
Sure.
And I appreciate you working to solve this problem. And I need to address something with you. You're vice president, right?
Right.
Perfect.
So this is, and just so you've probably seen them, but so this is the state retention schedule, and then this is the one that specifically shows what other documents that community and technical colleges have.
Yeah. So. So what the Records Act says, I just want to show you. 5670. Says each local agency, which obviously the college is, shall maintain and make available for public inspection these things. So final opinions, including concurring and dissenting opinions, as well as orders, all that. So
yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
That isn't the retention schedule. So the retention schedule is a Title 40, Chapter 14 thing.
Okay.
This is Title 42, Chapter 56. So you don't have the index?
So this demonstrates what documents we would have as an index. So these are what we're required to retain and hold and provide on for a public records request.
But the retention schedule isn't an index. That's why there's two titles and chapters that discuss them separately. It would be like, well, saying the same thing is defined by two separate things. That doesn't happen.
Sure.
You know, I mean, when you've got something in Title 40, Chapter 16, or sorry, Chapter 14, and then you got something in Title 42, Chapter 56, they're just separate things.
Sure.
So that right there, you're saying has the names of all final opinions, orders, interpretive statements, all that, not the retention schedule, but the names of all of them.
It would guide you to saying, hey, these are the types of records that I'm looking for in a request, and then we could fulfill that request.
Yeah, but the index, I'm sure you can appreciate this, the difference with the index is that the index says, here, I'll scoot over here a little bit too. The index states, here's all the final orders, opinions, et cetera, that we have. So instead of saying categorically, these are the things we have, the things found in 3A through F are the categories. I completely agree that the retention schedule addresses those and says, hey, you know, we hold on to final opinions for 6 years or whatever, right?
Yeah.
But it doesn't help me make my records request by saying, hey, Vice President, I am looking for final opinion XYZ, because the index would tell me that there's a final opinion XYZ.
Okay.
That just tells me how long you hold on to final opinions.
Sure.
It's definitely a completely separate thing. So I just have to ask, do you have the index, not that?
At this time, this is what I have.
Okay, so you don't have an index. Okay, fair enough. Okay, so you're just out of compliance. Fair enough. I mean, it is what it is.
Sure.
I mean, just it is what it is. So I will deal with that with the state on a completely separate issue. Unfortunately, while you were away trying to aid me in this issue, there was a horrible situation that just happened here. Your security officer there called police on me because I was here doing that.
Okay.
And then when I tried to address the issue with Dean Lett, because he confronted me, said I couldn't be here recording. The police showed up, said, you absolutely can. I'm a journalist.
Sure.
It's like literally my tool of my trade.
Yes, yes.
You know, why are they calling people with guns and other weapons, cops, to show up here to deal with me because I'm making a public records request? That security officer in Dean Lett stated on audio and video that this is the security officer said this is a private location that's not public. Dean Lett said I cannot be here recording.
Okay.
why did you guys call the police on me? I wasn't rude or anything.
So I did not call.
I know
so
you
I don't have the circumstances. Knowing that we are a public institution and certainly take the public and our students and our employees' safety, it may have been to deal with that.
Well, let me tell you what brought me here today. So
Sure.
The reason I'm in here is I got some sources that reached out to me. Now I don't know if the sources, because first of all, I never divulge my sources, but I don't know if they are actually the students or they were reaching out to me on behalf of students.
Oh, okay.
But what I got tips and leads about is that some students were taking umbrage with some processes or whatnot, and they went to go get records.
Okay.
And when they went to go get records, they allege that they were getting some pretty obfuscating behavior around getting the records.
Okay.
So somebody in their mix of reaching out to me said, I know this journalist, he does open government transparency, specifically focuses on the Public Records Act. That is what I focus on as a journalist.
Gotcha.
And said, reach out to this guy, he knows everything about the Public Records Act. So those college students, hey, getting a good education here, said they saw my Public Records Index stories, which I've been working on for about a year now. And said, hey, I'm going to go look for the index and see if I can get the names of the things that I'm getting, because they're trying to hide the names of those things from me so I can request them, which is the point of the index.
I understand. Gotcha.
So then I come in here and what do I see? First of all, there's no index. It is what it is. But in the midst of attempting to make a public records request, your dean and your security officer called the police on a journalist. Why?
I don't have answers for that. I know an abundance of caution for the safety and security of everyone, on campus.
Was there anything I did that was rude?
I don't have details on that, so I don't know.
I mean, with you, was I rude or
no? Absolutely not.
I would like to file a complaint on Dean Lett.
Okay.
I think his response to me was rude. He was getting into a staring contest with me. I'm not one to get bullied or intimidated, so he needs to stop that. Security was getting loud and obnoxious, yelling at a point when he realized he was wrong, that the police weren't going to do anything about it. I then went in there, and Christine's awesome, by the way.
Yes.
I went in there, I was talking to her. A female, I think Hispanic associate vice president came in. What's her name?
It may have been an associate, it may have been our vice president of learning and student success.
That's who it was. What's her name?
Yuritsi.
Okay, so I was then talking to her, and then she said, hey, you don't have my permission to record me. You need to stop. That's not lawful. That's completely lawful in Washington State. Fordyce versus the City of Seattle, Ninth Circuit case ruling.
Sure. In public spaces, that's nearing private space. So,
but it's still public.
Right.
So, obviously if I went down the corridor, I went into office spaces. That's totally
I wasn't sure where you were.
No, I was just in the lobby.
Just in the, okay.
So, or the foyer. So when I went in there, everything was fine, and then she starts getting bossy about this stuff and saying she's not going to take my public records request. Wow. I mean, she's the vice president of learning, and she doesn't know how to handle a public records request from a journalist. And like I said, I've been polite, professional the entire time, but I get frustrated when people call people with guns to get a member of the press out of here. Because you know what this seems like? The sources that gave me tips and leads, they were saying they're having a difficult time. Now, I'm not saying to this degree, but I come in here to look into this story, and all of a sudden, a dean in security starts calling cops on me. Doesn't look good for the college when they're saying they're already having a tough time with records. So do you have any comment about that?
I don't have comments for that, no.
Okay.
But I will offer, if the students are really having a challenge, I would love to hear about it. I would also, it sounds like you may have contact with them. I'm happy to walk you through what our public records request process looks like.
Well,
I can get you a link to it, because it's a quick email saying this is, a little bit of info about you, just so we can get back to you with those records. And then we've got 5 days to get any clarification and then start that process.
That's from Section 520.
Yeah, absolutely. And we've got a page on our website. So if you go to our college website, go to About, and then there's a public records link right there.
Well, I want to indicate, and I'm not going to get overly specific because I don't know out of the body of students you have if I get too specific, if it had nailed down who the person is.
Yeah, certainly we don't want to do that. Yeah, absolutely.
There's a person who said they have difficulties with certain tech. So they wanted to come in to get assistance.
I see.
In person.
I see. Okay.
Which WAC 4414-03006 says you can make it in person and orally. And that's where
That's where the challenge came
appears
in.
to have come from.
Okay.
So I'm obviously familiar with the fact that Section 40 says you have a duty to publish your procedures and processes.
Yeah.
That's fine, I get it.
Sure.
But it doesn't preempt the guidance from the Washington State Attorney General in WAC 4414.
Sure.
Those are the model rules. You guys have not opted out of those. In fact, you've opted into them based on what I saw online.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're going to opt into the model rules, you got to follow the model rules.
Sure.
So do you have any comment about these people having a difficulty based on what I'm encountering
I
today?
don't. With no information about it, I can't comment on
Fair
that.
enough. All right. Well, look, I appreciate your time.
Hey, I
Thank
do.
you.
I appreciate it.
Do you have a business card or?
I don't.
You might just
on
tell me.
I'm at, my main office is at the other campus, which
That's
is
fine.
where all
You
my
mind if
business cards are.
because I'm recording, you might just tell me what your email address is
Sure.
and your like desk number or something like that?
Email address is aglass, AGLASS, at pierce.ctc.edu.
Okay.
And I'm my main office is at the Fort Steilacoom campus.
This incident perfectly illustrates why government accountability matters. When public officials lack basic knowledge of transparency laws, they create unnecessary conflict and violate the very principles they are supposed to uphold. Calling armed law enforcement on a journalist requesting public records is not just excessive, it's an abuse of power. Public records belong to the people, not the government. The only way to stop this behavior is by holding these officials accountable and ensuring they follow the law. Know your rights, stand your ground, and never let ignorance override transparency. A simple First Amendment audit turns into a tense standoff when a bank employee loses his temper and threatens to physically attack a citizen journalist just for recording in public. The situation escalates quickly as the employee falsely claims that filming a bank is illegal, calls the police, and even makes direct threats. But the real question is, will the responding officers uphold the law, or will they side with misinformation and intimidation? Stay tuned, because this audit is about more than just a camera. It's about our rights, accountability, and the dangers of misinformation.
I can barely hear you, man.
Can I help you guys with something?
Oh yeah, can you help tie my shoe, man?
No.
No?
Why are you guys here?
Just recording.
Recording what?
Just surveying the bank.
Because you're on private property too.
No, we not.
Yes, it is.
This is the public easement.
Why would you ask me to help tie your shoe?
I mean, you asked, how can you help me?
Yeah. We want to know why you're here.
Oh, you didn't say that. You said, how can you help me? I'm just recording, man. I'm just shooting a video, man.
What?
For myself, is that okay?
You can't actually video the bank.
Say
It's
that.
against the law to video the bank.
I'm not trying to break no laws or nothing like
But
that.
you are, because you're videoing the bank. And everybody that goes through the drive-thru, everybody goes in the doors. It's against the law.
What law is that?
It's a bank.
Okay, but what law is that though? You said we're breaking.
Because you're getting like everybody's plates.
I'm not recording.
Watching people go through the bank. It's like you're trying to rob somebody. It's weird.
Nah, man.
Well, hold on, I'll just call my cop friend and see what she says and get him out here because this is ridiculous.
Here, you want us to? You ain't gotta call the cops, man. Why you doing all that shit?
Because I'm a fucking cop too.
Well, that's, man. You ain't gotta do all that, then, man. That's okay. Just we ain't go. Look, we ain't not gonna be long. Just a couple hours. We just gonna be a couple hours, man. You ain't gotta do. Yeah.
This is the.
Well, and what is your name?
You don't even know that.
What's your name?
You don't even know that. Say you're a cop. This is bad number.
He's not a. He's not a cop. You ain't really gotta do that, man. Just gonna be here maybe like an hour or so, man. I get about it.
It doesn't make sense why you're even out here. The ladies are in here freaking out.
Oh, just let them know I have.
That's the whole reason I'm here.
Oh yeah, I have. We're not going on the property or in it.
They want to know why you're here. That's why I'm here.
I'm just recording. Well, maybe you can help us out with something. Cause this is like a very small location. Is you don't work here though, do you?
I'm maintenance.
You maintenance here? Okay, who would I talk to about getting like a copy of like the floor plan?
Why would you need a copy of the floor plan?
Who would I speak to about that?
Sounds like you're trying to rob the place, man.
No,
Does it make sense?
I can't even talk to you, man. You said you the maintenance man. Who would I talk to about that?
The head honchos, I guess. I do all their HVAC and stuff, so.
Okay, maybe you can help me. Where's the vault located? You said you do the HVAC, right?
Yep. Why would I tell you where the vault's located?
Is it climate controlled? Is it climate controlled? Like, are the vents big enough to do maintenance work?
It's HVAC, man.
Are the vents big enough to crawl through to do maintenance work? Would you be able to say that? I don't think you work here, man. I don't think you work here.
No?
You don't work here.
That's my fucking man.
I didn't say that. I just said I don't think you work here, though. That's all.
You want me to have him come out and tell you?
No. I want you really to leave, man. I got something to do, man. You actually
I'm to do something. I'm about
You
to get
actually
my shirt off and beat your
you interrupt. Okay, man. We'd love to see that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can do it with my arms.
Well, okay, we'd love to see that. Okay. Get out of here, man. You actually disturbing me and messing with me.
What are you gonna do?
You messing with me, man.
You do shit. Shut up.
I mean, all right.
Get your head busted.
All right.
Love it.
You got some gang tattoos?
No.
All right. We got a
Do I
thug.
look like a gangbanger, buddy?
We got a thug here, man. He just come out messing with us on the sidewalk, on the public easement.
I'm a thug, huh?
Yeah, you sound like one.
I work a full-time job.
Okay.
Volunteer firefighter.
Okay.
EMT certified. Sounds
Okay.
like a thug to me, buddy.
Absolutely.
It's all right. I'll take care of this shit real quick.
Okay. Making threats.
No, I ain't threatening nobody.
Okay.
I don't threaten anybody. I make promises.
Okay. Well, yeah.
This shit is so
This dude.
Some weird ass dudes out here on the sidewalk or out here in the street asking weird questions.
You came out asking weird questions.
Because they asked me to.
So if they told you to ask you to lay on the ground, you gonna lay on the ground? They told you to come out here and ask me some weird questions. And I actually answered your question. I told you while I'm here. I'm recording.
Recording for what?
For a video.
A bank.
So what's wrong with that?
A lot. And then you ask about the vault. I mean, I'm recording.
But what's wrong with that?
Because it's weird, man.
What's weird about it?
You're asking questions of floor plan about the bank.
Okay, what's wrong?
A lot is wrong with that. You want me to tell you the combination and everything too?
That was next. And these are just survey questions, man. And that's what makes me think you don't work here. These are just survey questions.
Oh, I definitely.
Do you know the combination?
No. I just have a key to the bank.
Okay.
No big deal. Do you need to see that too? Because I got that too.
You got a business card, man? Maybe we start off on the wrong foot. Maybe you actually the guy I need to get a hold of. You got a business card?
But don't worry, I'm recording the same weird questions because when she shows up here, I mean, it sounds like you're trying to rob the bank.
I don't know where you get that from, man.
You just asked me the floor plan, if the fucking vault is heating controlled or climate controlled. I mean, come on.
I mean, you trying to rob us? Are you trying to rob me? You walk out here, I'm on public property, you asking me all these personal questions. What are you trying to do to me?
Beat your ass.
Yeah, he said yeah.
Easily.
Okay.
But you sit here and call me a gangbanger?
Yeah, you sound like one, man.
Like I'm a gangbanger?
Yeah.
Hello? What's your location?
We got a Darren.
I mean, I got two dudes sitting here videoing the bank, and then inside the bank's freaking out about it, so I come out here and talk to them, and they're asking me all kinds of weird questions. Yeah,
Two of them.
So what do I need to do?
Leave them alone.
They did ask, that's why I'm here.
She gonna tell you to leave them alone.
They're still on the front bank.
So we got a Darren. He right here. He's calling a woman. Nothing's wrong with that, but he's calling a
dad Karen?
He's a Darren.
Was that a dad Karen?
Yeah, Karen's brother, twin brother, Darren.
Alright, that's what I'll do. Alright, so he says if they ask me to ask you to leave and you guys didn't leave, you're trespassing.
Yeah, we own the property. But we never
the
go.
property?
No, this is called a public easement, sir.
No, sir.
Yeah, okay.
On the property.
Okay.
Where is you supposed to walk? There ain't nowhere for you to walk in the street.
Nah. You can't walk in the street, man.
So my next call is the cops. So they can come out here.
I told you ain't got to do that,
That was
though.
the cop there.
But you ain't got to do
But
that.
you're trespassing, and he told me that they've had multiple calls of you guys videoing.
Who did?
He even said, is it a black guy? Yes, it is. I said 2 of them. So the next call is the cops because you're trespassing.
I'm not
They
trespassing.
asked me to come out and tell you guys to leave and you didn't.
That ain't what you said.
I'm asking you to leave right now.
But you can't do that. You the maintenance man.
I work here.
You the maintenance man.
Fuck this shit. You know what?
Yeah, don't say USA on your shirt.
It doesn't have to. I'm the maintenance guy here.
All right, man. Just do what you got to do, man. We gonna get the drive-through, a couple more license plates, man, and
Yeah, see?
yeah.
I videoed that too, don't worry.
I don't care.
Let me catch you somewhere else.
Game plan, and of course we have ours.
Alright, so we know the drill, we know what you're doing, okay? We're fine with it.
Hey, real quick.
Officer Miller, St. Joe Police Department.
Thank you for being professional.
This is Officer Whiteman, St. Joe.
Thank you for being professional.
So, in addition, our badge numbers, 145, but they just give out the badges, so we have a code. It's mine's 509-682.
I appreciate. Do you actually have a card on you?
I do not, but I can get you one in my car.
If you'll do that, I appreciate you. You got on hand? Look at you.
So
I appreciate that.
She's a little bit more squared away. I just got a bunch of them that you got to hand fill out. So I kind of went in and told the staff that what you guys are doing, it's from public view.
Okay.
As long as they just don't want you to step on the property.
We told we wasn't going to do that.
Perfect. So, and then as long as you guys aren't out in the street or something.
Yeah, I was standing right here. He actually thought I was on their property. I let him know this is the public easement. I came from that way, and the sidewalk fades away.
I'll be completely honest.
So,
I wasn't for sure about this, but that's what I told them. I said,
Yeah.
I believe the edge of their property, they might own it, but it's still public easement.
It's public easement.
So
there you
just
go.
like, utilities and stuff like that.
Absolutely.
And we're fine with you being here. Just don't be in the road for me, okay?
I ain't gonna-
It's not anything against us. I just don't want you to get
We're
hit.
not going to be in the road. We understand it.
I just don't want you to get hit.
So
I
think
appreciate you.
Their concern, just like their concern is like, are you guys out here recording? And I'm not asking, but are you out here recording because you're getting ready to rob a bank, or are you truly exercising your First Amendment right?
I just don't want to answer no questions.
Oh
man.
no, I'm not asking. I'm just saying that.
Oh, okay.
That's what they're concerned.
Oh.
That's what they're concerned.
And I actually spoke with him, and I told him he just didn't like the camera and wanted me to turn it off.
Yeah, well, and we did tell him that with you recording his van, his face, anything like that, it's from public view. So, I mean, we have the First Amendment right that protects.
There we go.
It's protected right.
It's Look at you, man. Oh, this man is good.
Now, you guys, are you guys from St. Joe? You don't have to answer.
I'm from Earth.
Okay.
Where are you from?
St. Joe.
Okay. And you?
Earth.
Okay.
She's not. Yeah, I was just curious because I do. There's other gentlemen, other individuals that do a lot of First Amendment audits. What they call it.
Okay.
And Second Amendment audits. I love that. I watch
Okay.
that stuff on YouTube.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Yeah.
Mr.
So
Miller.
I try to learn too from other officers when they're not really doing the right thing. I try to do the right thing. You know, so.
That's what's up, Mr. Miller, man. How long you been on the force?
Not long. Under a year.
Under a year?
He's a good guy. He's a good guy.
I can tell, man. He got a bright future. I promise.
I'm prior military, so I mean I fought for our rights.
I
and
salute you
that
twice,
includes
man.
First Amendment. So.
Oh yeah. So yeah, you had to take the oath twice.
I did. Yeah. I took the oath twice.
Oh yeah. Did you get to educate? This is the guy we actually really need to educate, him right there. Did he get the education?
Yes.
Okay.
They're gonna be out here. They're gonna take pictures of you guys too.
And it's real important they know because he's ready to like go hands on.
Yeah, he was a little,
with somebody on the public. So, and I'm letting him know that's a crime.
Well, and we told him that.
That you made a threat several times. So,
We told
but
him that he can't do that. That you have every right to. You got that.
all right, there we go. Well, I'm not gonna be long. We're not gonna be long out here. They said they was calling you. I didn't want to run and have you guys looking for us, so I wanted to hang tight. Oh yeah.
I don't understand though why you picked winter time to do this.
We was just walking. I'm walking to the store and we seen a couple people looking, so we just taking pictures, and then he pulled up and here we are. So everybody get freaked out with the camera and it's 2024. This is a good question. You can start saying, where can you go where you're not being recorded besides the restroom?
Oh, where can you go?
Where can you go and you not being recorded?
Nowadays?
Yeah.
Restroom, yeah.
It's besides the restroom, man. We live in a glass bowl. So.
I mean, you come to my house, I got cameras on the outside and the inside.
Yeah, the doorbell is a camera now.
There's cameras everywhere.
Oh yeah,
I
man.
tell people record all the time, like on calls. I'm like, that's physical evidence for us.
Yeah.
So I tell people
Yeah.
all the time, so.
Yeah, I really appreciate you guys. I can't commend you enough. So.
Well, I appreciate that.
But yeah, we should probably just hang a little bit longer. Probably when you leave, I'll wait a little longer.
Do you mind if you want me to
Yeah,
get
please,
mine?
2 for 1.
Or
You can just write yours.
I can write my name on there?
I appreciate you.
Like I said, mine might smudge because mine's a gel pen. I
don't think it's smudge.
That's good, perfect. We don't have an incident number or anything like that because there's not going to be a report.
Okay.
It's just going to be called.
I've seen other officers just in the same situation as you, Officer Miller, and they didn't do a good job. So I'm really amazed that you.
Was it here in St. Joe?
No,
okay.
I just seen on the internet and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So for you to handle it so well, like I'm shocked. I thought you would have been on the force for some time now. So I really salute you, man. So, but once you guys leave, I'll probably hang around another 5 minutes or so. Okay. I don't want them to think you ran me off, so I'm going to hang around just a little longer, and then we're going to split.
Do you plan on going inside?
No, I told them I'm not going to go in or on their property. I was actually just walking to the store to get something to drink.
Well, do you guys have any questions for us or anything else we can do?
Man, I really think you did amazing. So y'all just have a blessed day. Stay safe out there, and yeah.